Hi, Sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim or Cimnanya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So I came across this video where a black woman was talking about how she will not be comfortable trying to learn or probably trying to use firearm, and she would like a black person to guide her. She wouldn't want any other person. Why? Because she needs to be comfortable using it. And from nowhere, jumped into her jumped on her comment section and started saying some, racist things towards to her, telling her that what she's planning is segregation. And I am asking, why is it that you all want to be victims so bad? I mean, black people cannot say something in their own video or try to be themselves and all that. You all always look for a way to jump into that discussion. And then you all are going to turn around to tell us that it's been years ago, racism, it's no longer happening, get over it. But you all will never rest. You all should go and rest, right? Then going around to tell her that you wouldn't want black people to be in your community. And the truth is that black people really want to be around themselves. If you have noticed, they want a community for themselves and they want to live around each other, because I know the problem you all already caused, especially when there is this mix up and all that in communities. I mean, and then went further to tell us that we cannot get anything right. Man, with all the, have you not seen with everything, the systemic racism, we are still soaring high. Let's get into this video.
What's wrong with him is that I don't want to be taught fire safety by some random white man. I don't want to. And that's okay. That's my choice. That's my right to decide who I want to spend money with to train me how to use a gun. I am a black woman and I don't want to go into a space with nothing but a bunch of random white men with guns. I don't want to do it. And that's my right to do so. And that doesn't make me racist. That means I get to choose where I spend my money. That means I get to choose where I put my body. That means that I get to choose who I put my safety in. That's what I get to do. I get to choose whose hands I want to be able to put my life in. And I don't want to put it into the hands of some random white man with a gun. Segregation, if that's what you want to view it as. If you think that it doesn't make sense for a black woman to want to have someone that is a black woman to train her on fire safety versus going into a space with some random white men, then you just don't understand what it is to be a black woman, because you're not a black woman, right? But yes, segregation, bring it back.
I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this right here. This was not a comment on my video. This was a comment on a young black woman's video. They were talking about several things, and this commenter felt compelled to let this black woman know that they choose to live in places where black people do not, which I don't know how they have control over that or feel like they have control over that. But the reason that I wanted to respond with to this video with a video is I'm constantly having people come into my world and tell me that we're post-racism, that racism doesn't exist, that who's oppressed? Nobody's oppressed. These are all white people, of course. And here we are, and I can't help but think that this commenter knows better than to say that, like they said the quiet part out loud, and they wouldn't say that to a white person because they know they're going to get eviscerated. But they have no problem saying that in the face of this smart, intelligent black woman. I know I'm naive, but this stuff like this just shocks me. And she handled it great. She handles it great. She's I know, she's good. But don't ever come and tell me that you people make it all about race, and if you guys would just shut up about it, like, it would go away. No, because this is what's in people's hearts. Like, this is the real stuff. This person had the stupidity to tell her about, though honestly, I do like my racism upfront, overt, so I know who I'm dealing with. So, let it go. If that's how you feel, put it out there. It's just telling. This person is saying that it isn't systemic racism that causes more black men to go to prison. It is personal choices. And every so-called solution will make the situation worse. And I did a post about accountability, and accountability is important, but my argument is that our criminal justice system is not an equal playing field by a long shot. And one of the reasons why we're in this cycle is because of the systemic racism that is enforced through our criminal justice system. Now, here's my question, though. Let's pretend you're right. Let's pretend that inherently, genetically, within who black men are, they are more violent, more prone to commit crime, don't want to be successful, which a lot of you like to tell me. They just don't want to be successful. They just are like, nah, I'm good. Opportunity? Oh no, I'm good. I'm gonna do this. Let's just say for a minute you're right. We're in fantasy land, but let's just pretend. Here's my question to you. Why are you okay with that? Why are you okay with that? With a huge number of people, fellow citizens, who for whatever reason has this disparity in not only crime but income and all of that, the good things too. Why are you okay with that? And I'm going to tell you why. Because you don't care. And you only care about yourself, which is a tenet of what? White supremacy, individualism, where you care about you, yourself, yours. And by yours, I mean your immediate yours. I don't mean just, in your case, white people. Whereas many of us are more communal thinkers. And I'm not okay with a huge population of people living as that statistic. Now, I feel that it's happening for other reasons than why you feel it's happening. But I'm not okay with it either way. And many people are not okay with it. It's not just me. I'm not a white savior. I'm not, what's the other one you guys say? Virtue signaling. I'm just not okay with that. Because the world I live in, I want everyone to be thriving. I want everyone to be able to live every day in a way that makes them feel dignified and respected and successful. And I bet our definitions of success are very, very, very different. So let's think on that. Why isn't everyone upset by those statistics? And while we're at it, let's talk about the border. Let's just get into the border. Why are people okay with the fact that so many people are walking hundreds of miles to flee what's happening in their life. Not your problem, is what I'm guessing you're going to say. But how is it not all of our problems? Because I don't sleep well at night knowing all of these things are happening. My family's good. We're good. But that's not enough for me. Hi, it's been nice chatting with you, and I wanted to you bring up some points here that I wanted to address. Let's say it's cultural, and that's the phrase people want to say. It's cultural. It has nothing to do with anything other than the Black American culture. And I think we're talking semantics here, because if that's the case, again, I go back to my original point. Why are you okay with that? I'm not okay with that. And you're going to say, well, they're okay with it, so why should I not be okay with it? And I'm here to tell you they're not okay with it either. Positive male role models. The lack of positive male role models can be directly linked to when the prison system became commercialized and privatized, and back to my original post about drug laws, which were predatory against Black and brown people. So, and people want to tell me all the time, well, those were Democratic initiatives. Yes. I'm not here to talk about, Bill Clinton's crime law in the 90s, which Joe Biden was a huge part of. It had some terrible ramifications on the Black community and other non-white communities, and including poor white communities. But the bottom line comes down to, I'm not okay with this. So what are we going to do? It's not about, it is about blame and what I think the genesis of it all is. And we can disagree on that part. Let's be solution focused and move forward towards what can we do. Because I'm not okay with the current situation, and nobody should. And I'm so glad that you made a bad choice. You were accountable for it, and now you've turned your life around. I mean, I think that's wonderful. And many non-white people have that same experience. But we need to put things in place to make that the norm. Our prison system is not designed for your outcome. Again, I'm so glad that you have your outcome, but that should be the norm. The norm should be, this thing happened, I was accountable, I received what I needed to in order to be successful with my life when I came out. But where systemic racism comes in is, and I don't need to get into your business and know how long your sentence was, but the disparity in sentencing, the disparity in, if we go back to the 80s and 90s, if you're caught with crack as opposed to cocaine, and they made sure crack was available in the Black communities, knowing that cocaine was in the affluent white communities. Those sentences were night and day, if the white people with the cocaine even got caught. But because those communities aren't over-policed, those people aren't caught, and certainly not prosecuted. So that's what I'm talking about here. And again, my bottom line is, whatever the reason, why are you or anyone else okay with it?
So this is all I got from this video. The fact that this person that kept dropping this comment was really okay going to a Black woman's post, telling the woman that she is trying to segregate because she said that she is going to be comfortable being trained by someone that looked like her, that she is not going to be comfortable with any other person carrying firearm or trying to teach her how to carry firearm if it's not someone that look like her. Do I blame her? I do not. That is her choice, and nobody should come after her to tell her that she is instigating segregation and how she is ready to desist and all that. Now, can you people start minding your business? Because I am really tired of seeing you all over black people's comment section trying to tell them what to do and what not to do. I mean, you have no right to come to a black woman's comment section to tell her what to do and what not to do. And the period we experienced segregation, where was the segregation coming from? Was it coming from us or was it coming from you people? I guess the answer is something you all need to answer by yourself. Man, I am really not having it anymore that you all will wake up and all you want to do is uh come after us. For what reason? And like it just kept dropping very useless because I see those comments as something useless. Because if you have something doing, I don't think you will be that. I mean, just to tell you how we live rent free in their head. Because why is it that the only thing you think about is something you want to say, like something not nice you want to say about people that look like me? I mean, make it make sense. I don't want black people living in my neighborhood. That's my choice. If it is your choice, take that your choice to your house. Black people are not even planning to live around you. Why? Because they're not better. You know, would you want a history to repeat itself? Of course not. We are very much woke. One of the reasons why we are trying to get our own community. But the same community will build. Each time we build and build and build, you all will come back and say something and then take away something from us. Then we'll start from scratch again. Are you people not tired? We do not want to be in your community. So shut the hell up. And then went further to say that we are always the ones making life hard for us, like, how we, like in my community, how we do drugs and how we bring in some things in the community and all that. And I have a question to ask. Why is black community over police? I want to ask that. Why is black community over police? It's something that I've been wondering. It's not like I don't know the answer, but I am asking you all. Does it mean that what is happening in my community is not happening in your community too? It is happening, CIA, I remember how they planted drugs. Why? Because they want to take away all what they wanted to do was just to render young youth, make their life miserable so that they won't have to save money, so they won't have to amount to anything. Because he all kept lying around, go to the media to lie around all over the world, telling people that black people, what they do is do drugs, they drink. The same people you say they do drugs, it was the drugs you planted in their community. And you started eating away. And the same people you say they drink a lot, you were the ones that opened liquor stores in black community. I mean, you all should get alive. Really, you all should get alive. Leave us alone. We are, even with the systemic racism that you all been already put out to frustrate the devil's light out of people that look like me, we still find a way to excel and all that. You all still will not sit down, we cannot drink water and keep calm. You all are still after us. Get alive. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.